God has bigger plans for you than you ever thought. In Luke chapter 5, there is a story of Peter and other disciples, his fellow fishermen, what you may call the crew, waiting on the seashore, and Jesus borrowed their boat and preached to the crowds. And afterwards, he told them, cast your nets on the right side. And when they cast, they caught so much fish that their nets began to break. And we read in the story that they left everything and followed Jesus. Now the point is, Jesus told them to cast their nets, plural. But we read that Peter and they cast their net, singular. Jesus had bigger faith for Peter and his disciples than they had for themselves. When Jesus told them cast their net, they told, all night we have toiled and labored and we have caught nothing. It's like saying that we have done everything but we are not prospering, we are not going anywhere, we are just the same. That's what it meant. But then Peter said something wise. He said, nevertheless, at your word, because you say so, we do it. And when you obey Jesus at his word, something happens. And that's what happened. So the point I'm trying to make is this. Jesus had greater faith for Peter and the disciples than they had for themselves. And when they obeyed, trusted Jesus and cast their nets, they experienced the results. Why? It was not their faith, it was Jesus' faith. And that's what Paul said when he wrote in Galatians that I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Jesus said in Mark 11, have the faith of God. See, you and I, we can't produce faith. I can't produce faith. Our faith is frail and weak, and sometimes at the back of the mind we wonder, what if God doesn't do it? What if it doesn't happen? What if it doesn't happen? So that is human faith. But thank God there is Jesus' faith available to us. And when we trust in him and do what he says, we experience the results. We experience that greater things which we have never experienced before. We never experienced before. That's what we learn from this incident. And that's what I want to tell you, that God has bigger plans for you than you ever imagined. So, let us not trust in our faith, which is weak and feeble. God has made his faith available to us. Live by his faith and let his faith work in you. Trust on his word and act upon his word, and you'll see that he has bigger plans than you have for yourself. As Jesus had bigger plans for Peter and other disciples than they had for themselves. This is Insights for Living. Until next time, I'm Pastor Joseph Shirzad. If you have never subscribed to our channel, you're welcome to do so. And if you are being blessed, do let me know. You can share and subscribe and share this message with others. Lord bless you.